So I've dived into this whole like realm of psychology too, and psyche. Like this is why I say we're in a psychic war and stuff like that. I'm trying to understand how they can infiltrate minds. So I'm all into Jungian psychology and understanding how to integrate your shadow into your being, and through that you achieve balance, and balance of mind is key. It's like this weird part of psychology that's not mainstream, but it is the truth still. And in my opinion, it is the inherent truth that mainstream science does not want you to do, because they're pharmaceutical driven, they're greed and control driven. They don't want you to be individual, self-reliant, coherent, mentally sound beings. They want you to be like, well, look at the woke. They want you to be like that.
I don't know. There are days where I don't think I would mind being a little pharmaceutical driven. That may help.
It's a sound mind is a sound spirit, sound body. Like this, I think we were talking there. If you look in the Gilded main discussion about, we were talking about our health and everything, like how physical health, you want to maintain physical health because it's good for mental health, which in turn affects spiritual health, which in turn affects your physical health, which is good for mental health, which is good for, it's just this upward effect of
Well, technically, your whole body's
progress.
network is a cycle.
Yes.
Your blood is a cycle, your nervous system's a cycle, so why not your energy?
Yes, the energy.
If you
Everything
feel
is
out of
energy.
whack and you don't feel like yourself,
Nope.
then something's blocked, period.
And a matter of awareness. So that's why I laugh at this. It was a little bit late in the Gilded last night, but I've friended this liberal arts poet through the poetry group on Facebook, and I just feel like, know your enemy, and everything they post is hate, discontent, hates Republicans, the super leftist, everything like that. And he posted this one little image of, "Oop, see you later, James." He posted this image called woke colon. Hold on one sec. I have it right here. I'm gonna read it word for word because I laughed. Everyone in this little like group like kind of thumbs up and heart it, but I was the only one laughing at this. Woke mob colon, a large, well-informed group of people with basic empathy who are compassionate, committed to dismantling injustices and making the world a better place for all humankind. Does that sound like the woke that you know?
No, but
no, it doesn't sound like the woke I know.
Yeah, but you have to understand, people have a very strong capacity for self-delusion, and they think awareness. That. What is it? C.S. Lewis wrote something along the lines of, the worst tyrant you could come across was the one that had a moral cause, because a robber baron, the greed of the robber baron sleeps every now and again, and allows you to be who you are. But a person who believes they have a moral cause can go to sleep at night thinking that they are doing good, and they can be tyrants forever until the day they die. And therein lies the problem. It's they think that because they are compassionate, that they are somehow better than the people that they dislike. And the problem is that they're not really compassionate. They're only compassionate when it doesn't actually hurt to be compassionate, or when it doesn't affect, when their compassion really has no cost. When they have to forgive somebody who's done something horrible, they that's when it gets tough. And the other part of the problem is basically, getting back to the Bible and Jesus. Jesus said, "Forgive, forgive, forgive, forgive," but he also wove the whip he used to beat the money changers out of the temple. So, and you get the other side of that, where you take a look at Revelation, and and even some of the words that Jesus said. I don't come to bring peace, I come to bring a sword. And of course, the imagery in the Bible where Christ returns again and his tongue is a sword. And being a good person sometimes doesn't mean you just accept everything.
Well,
that's my other saying is, when you get to embracing everybody, eventually you'll embrace the devil himself. So
well, it's kind of like going to your biblical examples. How many times in the Old Testament where they were told to love their brother, but they were also told to take up arms and defend their families and their values?
Yes. So, and that's also what my one of the concepts that my next book sort of dabbles with is, where is that line? What there's a line. We're told one thing and we're told another, and where's the line where you the sort of that narrow line that you have to walk to prevent from being too much one side or the other. So, and it comes down at the end. I rewrote that freaking ending like 3 times.
I looked at this comment that this guy on Facebook posted again, and just to see his little cronies and little liberal arts that follow him. Here's a little comment. I see Democrats behaving as the caring, woke, awaken to issues affecting all citizens, not just corporations and the wealthy, and in parentheses, or those thinking drag queens are a threat to school children.
Well, when you bring something like a sexualized, something that is sexually
based, it's based
like
in
drag
that.
queens around children who are not yet sexual beings, then yes, it could very much be damaging.
So I'm going through this guy's comments and just like laughing at all. I'm the only one that's like laughing. People have thumbs up, hearts. There's me laughing at all. No, like, why is he laughing?
Okay, so I actually got into an argument about this, where pronouns in children's programming. For example, I don't think it should ever be in little kids programming. You know how they have it rated 8 and under and whatnot? I think pronouns should not exist in that, because at that age, they don't even know what sex is. But they were arguing with me saying that the kids need to know what that is. And I'm sitting there going, no, that stuff should not be in children's programming.
Well, now you see a lot of the stuff that we're struggling with now is stuff that, my mom frickin' warned me about back in the frickin' 70s. This has been a long, slow march to this point. And it started with every little moral pulling away some of the moral foundations that held up not only this country, but this society. And it was done intentionally.
Yeah, well, tell you what, you get what you fucking deserve, right? So when one of these woke, moral thinking, progressive family has a child, and like, here you go, you want to be pedophilic and nanner, don't blame the predator that did that thing to your child and you didn't realize what was happening.
Well, it's
your child in that position.
It's more than that. I think it's 2 things. It's
and now your child's for life.
People, this extreme need for people to be accepted, and for those to not want to have to parent and tell their kids no, that's wrong. And now we're at the point where you've had a lot of weak people raising kids. That when you tell them no, the hammer comes down on the parents, as opposed to, the parents having a certain sovereignty over their children, or the parents wanting to be viewed as good people and caring about their kid by basically throwing their kid at this thing, that's this whole environment that's eventually going to scar these kids for life, both physically and mentally.
More importantly than physically, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, you start chopping off body parts, you don't come back from that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm more concerned
and is being encouraged.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned about the psyche. Kids at 8 and younger don't understand male and female, let alone he or they them. At that age, they're more just trying to, they identify as Superman, as a freaking Care Bear, as whatever.
Transformer.
It's whatever that they're pretending to be. That it's developing their mental psyche. So then all of a sudden you start throwing in these adult concepts.
Yeah.
What's that going to do?
And not even good adult concepts.
No, we're talking about targeting their innocence in early development here.
Well, not only that, not only that, you're replacing time that they could be learning their colors, their numbers, and their, and how to read and how to write, and you're replacing it with a bunch of stuff they don't need to know.
That they don't physically understand.
Yeah, they don't physically understand.
Emotionally, physically. Yeah, no, they're not.
So they're not yet designed to comprehend that stuff, nor should anybody be trying to make them.
To try to force a societal point of view, you are now interrupting their education with this crap.
Education systems have been interrupting me my whole life. I think I can interrupt them once in a while.
I will interrupt on that one. As much like shows triggered for teens. I don't care as much. Adults, they can do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
But I am specifically talking about younger children's programming. That stuff should not be in children's programming. And I don't even have kids.
So me neither. But that I can guarantee that the majority of the LGBTQs, even like the trans community, the drag community, like the majority, 99% of them won't go to a kid's thing and do that type of thing. There's always that 1% that will, though. And so that 1%.
I know drags that have come out.
I've seen interviews with a drag saying, "No, this is not meant for children. This scenario, they're disgusted by it too. Why is the state promoting this? Why is this political thing like promoting this for children? Because
they're sick.
We're adults here.